And now for our feature presentation. I'd like to dedicate this episode of Freax to Swarm of Moths. Enjoy.
Twitter Freax. Oh, why'd you go and say that? Twitter Freax. The website was a mistake, yeah. Twitter Freax.
Folks, welcome back to another episode of Twitter Freaks, of showing what we show you the freaks on Twitter. We got a lot of bangers for you today, and of course by bangers I mean just horrible insights into the human condition, first of which comes from Luke Von Karma, who is shitting out of his doo-doo ass on August 19th. Let's all get an 07 in chat for Luke Von Karma, who's been shitting out of his doo-doo ass. Hey, if anyone else is shitting out of their doo-doo ass right now and watching this on their toilet, press 1 in chat. Or if you are doing it on YouTube later, type I'm a real #pooper in the comments. All right, okay, let's get into the freaks. All right, first off, the train I'm on is going alarmingly fast. It's making me wonder about the driver's state of mind. How often do train drivers have medicinal and psychological checks? The quote tweet here: really hard to shake the feeling that at some point in the last 5 years, a decent chunk of the population went completely and irredeemably mad, like properly insane. It's more than a decent chunk. It's actually crazy how many people are just like out of their fucking gourd now. I have like relatives that just like believe in chemtrails now. They're like, chemtrails are real, I've decided. It's like 15 years ago, that would get you laughed out of Linux forums, right? And now it's like, apparently the people who believe this are setting governmental policy. It's crazy. I like this one that implies like the driver is going so fast because they're crazy. Like they went nuts and they're like, I'm gonna drive this shit off the road. Alarmingly fast train. I don't know, get on a slower one? What are you talking about? Next up. All right, this sucks. So a shocking story out of France. It's an actual Black Mirror episode come to life. Streamer Jean Pormanov died last night live on Kick. For years, his friends humiliated him on camera with beatings, bullying, and insults, all for donations. So this was like, if you're unfamiliar, a Jackass-style situation where this whole group of people were just beating each other up and like, you know, doing sleep deprivation and the Russian sleep experiment for donos. And except this one felt a little more mean-spirited. It's characterized in here as like they were bullying him, like he was like had something wrong with him and they were like exacerbating it by bullying each other. But I think it is all of them are doing this shit. And on Monday night, after 10 days of non-stop streaming, 46-year-old Jean fell asleep on camera and never woke up. Viewers watched as his body was shaken by his companions, who realized minutes later he was gone. There were 10 days and nights of extreme physical violence, sleep deprivation, being made to swallow toxic products, all live and fully monetized for donations. At what point do we, like, shut this down? I don't know. I know that Kick was like, we're not like Twitch. We don't have rules. And it's like, so what has Kick been used for? Like a lot of Nazis, a lot of people gambling, and Live Leak. We're just doing Live Leak in real time. It's crazy. I don't know. It's Kick Red Rooms. Well, they're called Green Rooms now. But don't worry, Mr. Beast is on there too now. Kick founder and CEO Ed Craven is actually the 5th top donator to Jean Pormanov, the man who died midstream. He would gift subs as acts of violence and moral humiliation were conducted on the streamer. Kick's CEO had donated 150. That's awesome for 2 reasons. First, that he had done it, and second, that he was like, I'm not going to give him too many. Fuck me, dude. He died for 150 subs? That's crazy. Oh my god. Freakish. Actually, just totally freakish. I don't know. They're trying to make it like a number of these people were like scheming behind this guy's back to like true crime kill him. I think it's much simpler than that. I think that a lot of these people just think the way to get famous online is to do Kick Red Rooms. And like, I don't know what to say about that, about like what streamer culture has become, or how, you know, how we think that's how the culture of celebrity should operate, is that you need to be killing yourself on stream. I mean, it's kind of the logical endpoint of subathons, right? Like you're paying to watch someone sleep as little as possible and interact with other humans as little as possible. What if they also had all of their nervous system just like plucked out? I don't know, man. It's awful shit. All right, next up. Okay, let's do a little let's do a little politics. First and foremost, this comes from U.S. Attorney Chata. A liberal district attorney and state court judge in Nevada failed to require an alleged child molester to surrender his passport, which allowed him to flee our country. The attorney general just called me outraged and called Director Cash. The individual should have had his passport seized by the state authorities. It must be returned immediately to face justice. Well, who was he? Oh, it was an Israeli State Department guy that the FBI let go? It's really cool to be like, yeah, we just cut backroom deals to allow a bunch of pedophiles in Israel to make it back and forth, and then be like, a liberal judge uncovered it. Our bad. Oh, man. The arrest records show the FBI was part of a sting operation. We called Director Cash, and he said, yeah, I know. Duh. Yeah, I was part of it. Yeah, who do you think did that, asshole? What do you mean? Excuse me, sir. They just let an Israeli pedophile through the gates. Yeah, I let him. Was that Sean King? Wait a minute. No. I feel like white Sean King. Oh, man. Crazy stuff. Tom Alexandrovich, Israel Cybersecurity and AI Defense Executive Director, works with the DHS on highly sensitive projects. That doesn't make sense. We would let criminals, walk back and forth if they cooperate with our intelligence agencies, even if they're active pedophiles. That doesn't make sense. Wait, no, no, I don't think that's right at all. All right, next up. So Trump's dying. There's just no other way to take this. I mean, so everyone's being like, Trump looks like shit. He looks like wet ass. He's like falling over and stumbling everywhere. He can't get through a sentence. He's got big bruises all over his body. I want to be clear with you. He is not going to die quickly. He's going to finish out the term and he'll live for another 5 or 10 years. They give these people amounts of super soldier serum you couldn't possibly believe. But he's getting to the contemplative point of his life, his golden years, where he's like, well, I'd like to do my best to get into heaven. Listen to this clip.
I just want to end it. I want to end it. We're not losing American lives. We're not losing American soldiers. We're losing Russian and Ukrainian, mostly soldiers. Some people, as missiles hit wrong spots or get lobbed into cities like.
That's awesome being like, okay, well, no, we are not 100% correct when it comes to missiles. They do occasionally get lobbed into people's backyards.
Kiev and towns. But, if I can save 7,000 people a week from being killed, I think that's I want to try and get to heaven if possible. I'm hearing I'm not doing well. I hear I'm really at the bottom of the totem pole.
That's like a cool way to be like, yeah, I guess I'm going to hell. I'm really at the bottom of the totem pole. Oh, man. Good stuff. Hear from who? God? This is like going to get a call. He's like, hey, am I getting it? Nobody. You're going down. He is not there. And of course, this also, Trump's hand easing questions as he ventured out in Washington today. Looks good to me. So people chimed in. They were like, listen, this is actually, he's an old guy, and for a blood draw, this is pretty normal. It turned bruised a little later. I love this. What if he's already dead, but in a Bruno Bucciarati kind of way? This is like, he did kill me. I don't know how I'm hanging on. I have something to do. And it's war with Iran. Oh, my God. Oh, disgusting. This is the picture from today. I'm sure he looks good. Oh, he looks like he put a fucking Horcrux on him. He looks like, wait, you know who he looks like? He looks like, Clavier from fucking Ace Attorney, Phoenix, Apollo Justice, when his hand turns into a little monster. Gotcha! Oh, man. he looks awful, man. But some people have chimed in. They're like, as much as I want him to be dying, I think that it is pretty normal. Nah, it is what it is. All right, next up. President Trump dialed into Fox and Friends. He said, I want to try to get to heaven if possible. I'm hearing I'm not doing well. I'm really at the bottom of the totem pole. But if I can get to heaven, this will be one of the reasons. That's awesome to be like, peace within our lifetime, because he's worried for his eternal soul. That's very fun. Oh, man. All right, next up. Guys, it is Bed, Bath, and Back. All right, so this comes from Marcus Lemonis. executive chair of Bed Bath & Beyond. We will not open or operate retail stores in California. This decision isn't about politics, it's about reality. California has created one of the most overregulated, expensive, and risky environments for businesses in America. It's a system that higher taxes, the higher fees, higher wages that many businesses can't sustain. We're taking a stand because it's time for some common sense. I mean, I guess what I would say is, aren't they not opening stores anywhere? Am I crazy? Like, what do you mean Bed Bath & Beyond isn't opening stores in California? I was a little confused because my understanding was that Bed Bath & Beyond has gone bankrupt. Are there any Bed Bath & Beyond stores still in business? No, right? What? I just don't get it. The replies are, by the way, all like, so what the fuck is going on with the fact that Bed Bath & Beyond is just done, that there isn't, any bed and bath to still be Beyond? And he keeps being like, no. What you're linking is Bed Bath & Beyond failing. I'm the VC guy who bought the business for parts. Like, we're stripping down all the copper wire in the brick and mortar Bed Bath & Beyond stores. And it's like, wait, so this guy never even owned a Bed Bath & Beyond. He just bought the name for a song after they went under. What do you mean you're not opening stores? You're never opening stores. There aren't plans to reinstitute Bed Bath & Beyond. What are you talking about? Oh, man. This is so 2023. Bed Bath & Beyond filed for bankruptcy on Sunday. And he replies, wrong. What do you mean wrong? Not putting stores in the fourth largest economy in the world is certainly a choice. Yes. Anyone with a brain already knows that BB&B has pivoted to developing an online retailer like Wayfair. Wrong. No, they're not. That's how it works. What the fuck? Who is this guy? The Fixer. You know who he looks like? He looks like the bad guy in The Meal, right? He looks like or The Menu. Yeah, he looks like the fucking bad guy from that movie. Followed by Mr. Beast. I mean, he's got a lot to say, He just wants his business ideas. Oh. All right. Next up. In college, I worked at Cracker Barrel in Tallahassee. I even gave my life to Christ in their parking lot. Their logo was iconic, and their unique restaurants were a fixture of American culture. No one asked for this woke rebrand. It's time to make Cracker Barrel great again. I speak for everyone when I say, crackers together strong. Hashtag cracker in chat if you are a mad as hell cracker. So what's going on with Cracker Barrel? They redesigned their logo. We know how to do it, as every demographic. But what did they do? They changed it to a fucking nothing logo. It looks like dog shit. But who gives a fuck about Cracker Barrel? This isn't return type shit. It's everything has its edges smoothed off to be a boring version of Applebee's. And Cracker Barrel is another one of those disgusting restaurants that just doesn't need to be around anymore. Its time has come and gone. There's no more need for the cracker. And so it's been weird seeing half people being like, not to show someone a video on stream, but there's a man carrying thing video about this phenomenon that I really like.
Hi everyone, I'm part of the corporate branch of the restaurant chain Cracker Barrel. You guys love Cracker Barrel, right?
Sure. Sure.
Well, I'm happy to announce our massive rebrand,
Okay, big problem first off is that they said sure.
including renovations of our properties.
Gross.
Instead of the charming, antique, cluttered feel, everything's going to be, like boring. It's going to look, more like a Starbucks.
Like shit, yeah.
Probably for real estate purposes. It's easier to move in and out of a building if everything looks millennial gray. Kind of the same reason everything looks boring as shit these days. Also, we're changing the logo to a simple, forward-looking Cracker Barrel.
What's with the...
It's also really cool that he filmed this while out of ink. This happens to me all the time.
I'm running low on ink. This is egregious. This is like when Jaguar did that thing.
Why did you change it?
Well, we've got a marketing budget and we've got to spend it somehow. So you're going to act like this new woke redesign isn't desperate pandering?
Hold on. What is woke about this?
I mean, look at it. It just oozes liberal wokeness. I mean, that's a non-binary logo if I've ever seen one.
Give me a break.
I mean, I look at the old logo and I picture Southern comfort, large breasts, blue jeans, and my mom.
In that order?
I look at the new logo and I think gay millennial latte frappuccino Kamala Harris nose piercing.
What does this have to do with wokeness? I'm losing my mind.
No, shoot. Okay, you know, we'll just gather our free publicity and we'll change it back. Thank you.
Okay, so you're just going to cave to the fascists?
Give me a break. They went woke and now they're going to go broke.
You know what? I'm starting to like the gay new logo.
Is it gay or?
I support the gay logo and I support woke Cracker Barrel.
Can we argue about something else now?
This is kind of what it's like to be on Blue Sky. Do not, good viewers, get tricked into supporting this because bad people don't support it. You can all think that something sucks. None of this shit matters at all. Which is why it's really funny that this guy's like, I devoted my life to Christ in the Cracker Barrel parking lot. But even funnier somehow is the Ann Coulter response. This one's very strange. So we have Cracker Barrel Sydney Sweeney and then Cracker Barrel 14-year-old Greta Thunberg. What's going on here? Is she like, I wouldn't fuck Greta in the denim? What? What is happening here? What are we doing? Why is... First off, thing good, thing bad. This is just HR lady meme. Second off, come on, man. Is this what politics is in America? It's just there are two camps for every single thing that happens, and the one that I belong to is all the good stuff, and the one that you belong to is all the bad stuff. I also want to shout out, I'm sure someone's... Yep, here we go.
If you're here, who's scaring the crows away from...
Every time I see an Ann Coulter banger, I get to see this video, which is from the roast of someone who's not Ann Coulter, but they all are are being mean to Ann Coulter. Let me see if I can find my favorite one here. Is it the last one? No. It's from the Rob Lowe roast. Yeah, this is it.
I'm delighted.
Ann Coulter is one of the most repugnant, hateful, hatchet-faced bitches alive. But it's not too late to change, Ann. You could kill yourself.
What did Rob Lowe do? Why was Ann Coulter a part of the Rob Lowe roast? Why were they like, get Ann here? All of the people at this thing, including fucking Peyton Manning for some reason, are like, I hate Ann Coulter. I hope that she dies. It would be good for the world if she were to die. Peyton Manning!
I just realized that I am not the only athlete up here tonight. As you all know, earlier this year, Ann Coulter won the Kentucky Derby.
How much of an asshole do you have to be for Peyton Manning to take shots at you? Come on. Oh my God. A classic Jimmy Carr. He had to cheat on his taxes to come up with that one. I love Jimmy Carr. He's like, he's so unfunny. But you can't deny the boy has a cadence about him. Okay. All right. Next up. Dude. Okay. So this was a fun tweet that people did, was when a commercial's so bad you have to stare at the screen like this. It got me. I was reminded of a bunch of dog shit old commercials, but this one is one I absolutely love, and I think I sang this like maybe 100 times a day when this was airing. And I remember because I was living with Danny and his ex, and we would all sing this. Yeah. Poopsie slime surprise. My poops, my poops, my poops. What you gonna do with all that poop? All that poop. Whoop, whoop. Gotta get loopy off my poopy. My poop, my poop. Peeps wrote this actually. Bart Jacob. Okay, is Louis Vuitton. They were like, what if it was Pooey Pouton? This is literally just a Peeps joke. That's what I'm saying, dude. This goes on for 2 minutes. Imagine the recording booth during this. Oh, imagine the smell. They were laying it down. Oh, man. So good. So good. Are those leather diapers? No. I don't like how their bottoms all look like nappies. They are. They are diapers. The point of this toy is you would feed it and it would take a shit. My poop, my poop, my poop. I remember we found one and we were really mad because there were ones that pooped and then there were poopsie slime surprises that didn't poop. They were like for fans of the poopsie slime universe. And that's what we got. And we were like, what was the point of doing this? All right, next up. This one was crazy. I was watching 12 Angry Men last night, which you might have not seen in a while, but I imagine you remember the premise. And the thing is, the defendant on trial in that movie is obviously fucking guilty, LOL. What did they watch the first 5 minutes? Isn't that like the point of the movie? Anyway, this one was fun because people just got to quote tweet him with like the speech bubble from Juror 4 all day. Oh man, I haven't watched it in like 10 years. Can I get a refresher? Yeah, so it starts after, you know, a trial. The jury goes to deliberation and they're like, all right, this kid is clearly obviously guilty. Let's just all vote guilty so we can get out of here. And this one juror is like, no, like he wasn't guilty. And then he spends the next like 14 hours like basically poking holes in the position of the prosecutor, and he slowly gets more people on his side, and the last guy is a guy who just wants the kid dead because he's black, and like he and then he gets him across the finish line. He's like, I gotta do it. It is honestly, if you have not watched 12 Angry Men, it holds up. It is still really fucking good. It's like, oh man, it's good. It's real good. It's like the King of the Hill version. The King of the Hill version, they're trying to convince them that a mower is like not adequate. I don't know. And he goes on to say like, oh, well, this also had a measurable impact on the state of justice in America because jury nullification went up because everyone was trying to be one of the 12 Angry Men guys. And it was like, okay, whatever. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, the movie was made in part because a lot of jurors were like, fuck it, I want to go home. He's guilty. I'm gonna put this kid to death because I want to go home. You know? Was it because he was black? No. That was the thing, is that every person involved had like a different motivation for thinking the guy was guilty. All I can think about with 12 Angry Men now.
Did you hear that they're making a all-women reboot of 12 Angry Men? It's called 12 Women. Okay, that's...
Awful joke. Really bad. Really not good at all. Just not good remotely. All right, next up. This is art from the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery commemorating the act of illegally crossing the exclusionary border. This was even a finalist for one of its awards. This is what President Trump means when he says the Smithsonian is out of control. Okay. Don't care. Holy shit. We are actually doing degenerate art now. That's what we're doing. We're doing this art is degenerate. Get it out of the Smithsonian. I love Rapid Response 47. What a banger ass baller ass account. Ugh. Same category as this kind of art. Well, this should be hanging in the Smithsonian. This thing whips ass. All right, next up. Okay. I put Balatro into Melee. See how much malt you can stack up against your opponents with this new skin over Mr. Game & Watch. Get it at my newly created Patreon linked below, Slippy compatible. How much would you pay for for the Balatro Game & Watch mod. $5? $10? How about you fucking die? How about that? Oh my god. All of the fucking replies are like, this at Nintendo, this man is making money off of one of your old games. Cop located. Paywalling mods is how mod communities die, by the way. The mod being something this guy create. Mod communities die. He is making his own mod. It tries to make me pay $10 when I click on the zip. Selling mods is illegal and only hurts the modding community. This dude is illegally using your IPs to make money. Maybe I'm that friend that's too woke or not woke enough. But what the fuck is the problem with that? Is it really people want thing for free? This person's like, yeah, I made a Patreon where I'm going to put up like mods that I make for Super Smash Bros. Melee, the out of print game from 100 years ago. You can play on Slippy, the fucking mod. And people are like, if I have to pay for it, you are Hitler. Wow, that's crazy. After the spreadsheet discourse, I am not shocked by this reaction, only disappointed. It's so painfully ironic that everybody plays Melee for free. I don't know, man. I just could not tell you. Imagine people saying this under literally every piece of media fan art on Twitter. I don't have to imagine, baby. You know, this is one thing where the pornographers have it right. All those people with like a what's the porn Substack? What's it called? It's OnlyFans? No. For drawn porn. Subscribestar. All the pornographers with a Subscribestar, you never get people like, why can't I get this porn for free? They're always like, I don't know, I'll pay for the porn. What, like, how is this? I'm sorry, this is a shitload of work. It's just a cosmetic change. Like, what the fuck? Surely you can shell out some money for it. It's just really weird. Also, I love like being like, hey, we would like to tank Slippy as a concept because you've made the Balatro Game & Watch. Nah, bro, you're charging me for a Melee mod? Bro, imagine paying for a game mod. I actually, I can imagine that. It's crazy. This person was like the main character for like weeks. Let me see if I can find like the big quote tweets. How about no? Here's the download for those who want it. All right, I mean like just the easiest lawsuit ever, right? Shit was good till I learned it's paywalled. I'm snitching on Nintendo cops out of spite for paywalling a mod. This is cool. Be like, well, I think Nintendo is evil, and I really dislike how they handle their IPs. I will collaborate with them because I couldn't buy Game & Watch Balatro. 26K likes. This one. This is pretty, that's pretty good. That one is actually quite good. Bitches be like, can't stand Nintendo. 10 minutes later, me and the bestie. I don't know. Why are people... You got to kill the cop in your head, man. People are just like, I'm so ready to snitch on this guy because... Not even because he did a thing you don't like, because he did a thing you do like and is asking for money for it. That's like insane, right? Am I crazy? I don't know. It is actually treatlerism. It is actually treatlerism. You're right. There's no word for it but treatlerism. Next up. This one's insane. Also, a message from the 1980s.
Here? You know the 80s miss you, right?
Let me guess. No one even talks face to face anymore.
Here?
We're going to pause this every 5 seconds so I don't get hit for everybody wants to rule the world.
Here? We're out until the streetlights come on. You should stay. The world feels real here. We've got mixtapes.
That's crazy, too, because it's like the world feels real here, says a facsimile of humanity.
Friday night diners. Cruising down Burnside in your friend's Camaro.
My friend didn't have a Camaro.
What's 2025 got?
An iPhone.
Yo, what are you even doing in 2025? Out there, it looks like everyone's glued to their phones, chasing nothing.
Damn, you got me. I was talking about iPhone, but it looks like iPhone actually bad. Shit.
No block parties, no Friday night hangout.
I'm sorry, this one is actually just a skill issue. This is legitimately just a skill issue.
Do you even remember what it's like to really be here?
What is this, man?
Out here, time doesn't race. It breathes. And if you've forgotten that...
What?
Then maybe that's why the 80s are calling you back.
Yo, you coming or what?
Are...
You don't get it. The 80s wasn't just about neon lights or mixtapes. It was about being here. Actually being with people. No screens in your face, no noise from the future. Just the moment.
So...
The 80s miss you. We all do. Maybe it's time you came back.
I guess I'll ask the question. What is the CTA here? Are they asking you to kill yourself? Am I crazy? I don't know. It sounds like they're saying kill yourself to live in the 80s forever. I'm sorry. I know it sounds maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just like, you know, in my own head or whatever, but like it sounds like they are like, you need to kill yourself. You will be reborn in Valhalla, which is the 80s. You will return to Ferris Bueller. The day will be off. I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay, so a lot of things to talk about this. First off, it's so funny that they're like, what's 2025 got? Everyone's in their phones. They're not making real connections with people in a video specifically designed using the 2025 technology that is as anti-human as possible. Tantalizing you with the promise of hanging out with another person, despite the fact that you obviously can't do that through this video. It's like a fucking anglerfish. Like, if you are falling for this bait, if you are killing yourself to the 1980s return video, I don't know what to tell you. The other thing, and this may perturb some of my younger viewers, but I was conscious during a period when the 80s were in the rear view. I was not alive in the 80s. I was born in 1994. But I was growing up at a time when people still spoke about the 80s. It wasn't this mythical place that, you know, is a time immemorial and forgotten. It was something that just happened. And I hate to say this, the 80s are the worst decade of all time. What do you mean return to the 80s? It's like, it's fucking awful. Like, what is going on? The 90s and the stupid alt scene that developed as a result of, you know, during the 90s was a result of backlash to the way the 80s were. They were not like this at all. It was so totally fucking manufactured and boring. What are you talking about? It'd be so easy to do this about like the 60s or 70s. Man, well, you guys you don't even have connections anymore, but here we've got free love. You can tune in, turn on, and drop out. Sounds like you're doing that with TikTok. You know, it's like they would get to be like Woodstock, you know? How cool was that? The 80s one, they're like, fucking, we got Reaganomics. Even in this, they're like, maybe you had a friend who had a Camaro, right? Like maybe you had a friend who had a Camaro and you could drive from point A to point B. Fuck, that's awesome. Wait, and also, there were neon lights, but it's not just about neon lights. It's about being with people, which of course is kind of hypocritical coming from this anti-human technology. It's crazy. It's all aesthetics. It is... Oh my god, was it only white people in the video? You know who this is for, GCD. I don't know, man. I guess what I would say is... I get feeling like this is one of the most antisocial periods in history. That's probably true. You can't kill yourself to get out of it. I'm sorry. You just aren't allowed to. It's not going to work like this. And please, God, do not fall for 80s propaganda. Jesus Christ. At least get infatuated. Like, the guys who are like, oh, things were so much better in the 50s, back when men were men and women were women. At least they have a better argument than this. Holy shit. I don't know. I guess what I would say is you can still have all this shit. You can still go to a diner and like hang out with your friends on Friday. Time here, it doesn't race. It breathes. Shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus Christ. I literally did that this Friday. The secret no one wants to tell you is, as an adult, you can kind of pick how you want your life to be. Counterpoint, if I went into the 80s and bought Bitcoin 30 years later, I'd be a trillionaire. This is 100% true. All right, next up. Oh, this is a good one. Hallucinated ghost made from the last bit of water in an aquifer. Don't you miss the worst decade that ever happened? Oh, man. I will say seeing this week made me dig up the DFW interview where he says in a meaningful way you're going to die. And I was like, I spent like hours this weekend being like, I need to just sit in contemplative silence. I need to feed that part of me. I think that maybe he was right. Yeah, I thought it was like jacking himself off, but I think maybe he was right. Next up. Eric Adams is the funniest person in the history of time. Okay, check this out. So, let's see if in July, New York Times reporters witnessed Mayor Adams's supporters handing out red envelopes full of cash at 3 separate campaign events. Senior advisor Winnie Greco handed a reporter a potato chip bag with a bunch of money in it. A former top City Hall advisor and current campaign confidant to Mayor Eric Adams attempted to give money to a reporter from the city following a campaign event in Harlem Wednesday. The failed payoff, a wad of cash in a red envelope stuffed inside an open bag of Herr's sour cream and onion ripple potato chips, was made by Winnie Greco, longtime Adams ally who resigned last year from her position as the mayor's liaison to the Asian community after targeted in multiple investigations. No one in this admin is not doing every crime they can think of. They're like, fuck, embezzling, God, I know, fuck, I know there's more, tax evasion, check fraud, oh God, they're like just checking them off a list as they do them. So here's her response. This is so cool. Brill denied his client's payment to the city reporter was nefarious in any way. I can see how this looks strange, Brill said. Me handing money in an unmarked envelope to a reporter. Okay, is it a bribe? Maybe. I can see how it looks strange. But I assure you that Winnie's intent was purely innocent. In the Chinese culture, money is often given to others in a gesture of friendship and gratitude. Winnie is apologetic and embarrassed by the negative impression or confusion this may have caused. No, it's okay. I didn't know it would be Chinese. So what they're saying is that Winnie is doing the Chinese New Year tradition of giving people money in red envelopes. But I mean, I'm pretty sure that usually those aren't in chip bags for bribe purposes. It's awesome, dude. Oh my God. Let me see if she responded to, and it was so good. She responded and she was like, oh my God, I just wanted friends. Let me see if I can find the actual clip. It says, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. It's a culture thing. I don't know. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad right now. I'm so sorry, honey. And then she hangs up. And then she calls the city back. And she says, you have to talk to my lawyer. And then says, can we forget about this? I try to be a good person. Please, please, please don't do in the news nothing about me. I just wanted to be her friend. I just wanted to have one good friend. It's nothing. I just wanted a good friend. That's why I gave them the bribe money and the chip bag. What if the reporter was like, oh shit, yeah, let's go get lunch. I didn't know it was like that. This shit is so good. Holy fuck. Adams this week? Yeah, what do you got?
What do you think?
This is so good.
I just got it at H&M. I'm deeply insecure about my appearance, you know? Yeah, I mean, I don't really respect you as a person, so I'll just sort of mindlessly validate you. Dude, it looks great, man. It's fire. Yeah, man. So yeah, did you hear about the volleyball tournament? It's over on the surface of these like pigeons from all over.
Oh my god. Whoa. That guy's Chinese.
Do you guys want to get Chinese food later? Yeah. Dude, what do you think when
He the turn of the camera and wink is incredible. Oh man. Okay. The New York mayoral primary is fucking heating up, baby. All right, let's do this. You people can't do anything. The AI caption, ew. The ableism is crazy. I don't have the same attention span as you. I can't sit there for hours trying to write a caption unless you want to volunteer to write my caption. On a caption, dog. On an Instagram caption. Awesome. Really good. We're cooked, man. We're cooked. It's over. This person got to go back to the 80s. This is me and Farfa, by the way. This is going to be us on the next season of Saga.
The Alpha Bakery? What could this be?
Under the same wide open sky. Alhamdulillah, no disguise. Love in my heart, peace in my eyes. Hand outstretched, here I stand, finding faith in American man.
Oh man. All right, okay, next up. Just saw the dumbest fucking post I've ever seen. This one's so fucking awesome. So if you guys don't know, Chris from Deltarune is non-binary. This is reinforced by 1,000 lines of text in the game. You know that tweet that's like, people are going to have to stare at the camera and say, I am a lesbian? So that's what's happening currently at Undertale. And what's funny is the TikTok Undertale community is convinced Chris is a man. It's awesome. But check out this, which is a reply on the actual upload. And this is, by the way, definitely bait, but it's just so fantastic. Is Chris really non-binary? U.S. law says otherwise. So I've seen a lot of people calling Chris they, them, and insisting they're non-binary. But here's a thought. Deltarune is made by Toby Fox, an American developer. And in the U.S., there are official laws and policies that recognize only two genders, male and female. If the game doesn't explicitly state Chris's gender and the country of origin only legally acknowledges two, isn't it a stretch to claim Chris is non-binary? Not trying to start a war here, just wondering if we're projecting modern identity politics onto a character that might not have been written that way. Curious to hear what others think. Let's keep it civil. Awesome. It's so good. It's fantastic. Like maybe some of the best bait I've ever seen crafted. Unfortunately, Toby Fox has been very clear that he doesn't really put LGBT in his games. This is so good. This was written by Farfa. It is. Who else is illegally non-binary? Raise your hand. 911. What is your emergency? What do you mean you're non-binary? That's illegal. People can't do that. Oh man. All right. Next up. Funny how there aren't any lighthouses in the middle. Hashtag thinking. Hashtag Biden. Actually, wait. What the fuck is this one right here? What is that one down there? There is one in the middle. What? Huh? That's American Patriot Station. That's actually true. What? Why? I looked it up. I can't find anything. That's the third pyramid. It's been activated. All right, next up. Dude.
Hollywood's biggest little star is back and looking better than ever.
Oh my goodness!
Experience Shirley Temple, brilliantly restored in black and white and in color, to create her first ever DVD collection of its kind.
I'll tell you something
Heidi.
I'm going to try. Put on your shoes and away we'll fly.
Little Miss Broadway.
You're here and I'm here. We're marking time here. But where is Broadway?
And Curly Top.
All right. Are you all fucking ready for this?
Animal crackers in my soup. Monkeys and rabbits loop the loop.
Yeah!
Temple Classic Family Films, beautifully restored in black and white and also in color. Both versions are included in this special edition DVD box.
Fuck me. I saw this so many times on Cartoon Network. Who was this for? Like, I never knew a kid that was like, I gotta see Shirley Temple box set. Holy fuck. I gotta get Shirley Temple box set. Shirley Temple, really interesting person. Very, very interesting life. Totally abused by everyone she ever met. I never put no animal crackers in my soup, though. It was a scam? What? Man. Animal crackers in my soup. Monkeys and rabbits loop the loop. I love the the text exchange. It's like, what the fuck did you just put in my soup? Animal crackers? Damn, I gotta hop in the booth. This shit fire. Oh man. Okay, next up. Oh, back to the New York mayoral primary. It continues.
Hello, my friends. I have to come clean. I have something to hide. Many things, in fact, because we're doing a scavenger hunt.
Okay, so this past weekend, Zoran did a scavenger hunt. This was like a... I think this is the only guy who gets it. I think it's the only guy who gets it. He was like, what are we doing this weekend? You're going to go to 5 stores around the boroughs that just, like, have some sort of significance to the campaign. And, like, thousands of people did it. They were like, fuck it, I'm not doing anything. I guess I'll leave the house. It's so crazy to be like, what is the most powerful mayoral message in the history of time? And it's, you need to go outside and talk to another person. You need to go out with your friends and have a good time. You have to. This is what's going to be the defining issue of the 2028 presidential election. You prepare now. It's, you will go outside. You will attend the barcade. You will, the 1,000-year millennial empire is coming soon. You must touch the grass. You must have fun. So I experienced crazy FOMO, dark FOMO, you might even say, watching people have fun doing this past weekend, and it looked like a blast. Just going to a bunch of stores and getting a bunch of shit tier food you didn't need and stuff like that. But I also like that he's got the Hers chip bag. He took the money out of it already. Oh man. And then he cleaned up afterwards. He was like, they're gonna be like, he's littering if we don't clean up afterwards. You will pet the heckin' doggo. Oh man. I saw a quote tweet that I totally agree with, which is like, this is what the mayor should do. It's just the fun little exercises for the people in the city. Eric Adams' response. Oh shit, what did Eric Adams say in response? I'm sure a scavenger hunt was fun for the people with nothing better to do. Ask our working families trying to do whatever they can to survive if they participate. Ask the people worried about making rent if they thought it was worth it. Mom Donnie is trying to turn our city into the Squid Game. Oh. All right. MBT, this is a microaggression. Eric Adams, listen, the voice I'm doing for Eric Adams is not a black voice, because Eric Adams speaks with an intonation I've never heard another human use. I can only describe it as like man who is trying to understand a confusing story from their friend. Like, almost everything he says sounds like someone just told him something very confusing, and he's trying to kind of get a grasp on what exactly it was. A Squid Game. I like Squid Game. No fun. I don't know the accent, so I can't possibly be racist mimicking it. Exactly. You get it. Oh, man. I just like the AI Squid Game picture is killing me, man. What if Squid Game was in Times Square? For sure. God. I'm gonna miss this guy when he's gone. I really am. He is one of a kind. They should give him a job in the admin. He should be like, he should be Department of Swag. He should do Department of Swag. The New York Has Swag guy. Department of Swag. They could make him rat liaison. He has a bunch of opinions on the rats. He doesn't like them, obviously. Rat liaison would be a good job for him, I think. All right, next up. Dominican ambassador. Is he Dominican? Wait, he's not, right? He literally was like, I've decided I'm a little Dominican. In his heart, he's Dominican. Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's not. Oh, man, he's Turkish, right? Okay, next up. Things are being accomplished in the Great Lakes that the rest of the world can't even begin to comprehend. Warren, Michigan makes history crowning first Juggalette Polish princess at Polish Day Parade. So first off, awesome. Second off, it looks like they actually crowned 3 Juggalette princesses. Am I wrong? Obviously, there's 3 here. Oh, man. One of my favorite things to do in college would be to make Danny and Leah and my group of friends watch Juggalette rap videos. If you search like Juggalette custom raps on YouTube, you are going to get so many good results. And I would always just be like, hey, let's watch this. Let's watch this. Play one for us. I don't think I can. Let me see here. Hold up. Juggalette rapper. Oh, there's like a million of them now. I'll find a good one and I'll show you. This is just normal juggalos. I want specifically the Juggalette rappers. Oh man. If I search Juggalette rap though, it's going to be the specific ICP songs that reference Juggalettes. Juggalette rappers. Here we go. Hell yeah, dude. I fucking love it. Let's see if we get the farther back we can go, the better. Miss Kisa, uncontrollable.
Disgusting, I'm psycho. A minute I'm fine, the next I'm off the wall. I don't expect you to stick around and catch me when I fall.
It's so fucking sick. Holy fuck. Can you do by upload date? Yeah, let's do Juggalette rap before 2009. How about that? That's a good cutoff. Get some 17-year-old ones. Juggalette music. These don't work. This is just ICP. All right, next up. I like this one a lot.
Is that good?
You need some mustard. Mustard. What's a 6-7?
I don't know. I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny. All right, next up. What is going on with the French dub? So if you've missed this, YouTube rolled out about 2 months ago a feature by which your video had an associated dub automatically made by AI in every other language. And thankfully, you could turn it off. They have now said you can no longer turn it off. We're implementing it on everything after everyone said they fucking hated it. So now, here's what they sound like. This is the French dub on the new Marcus Brownlee video. Does fast charging actually ruin your battery?
But combined, when you draw the curves, you can achieve the equivalent of 50-watt charging, and you get to put 50 watts on the box, but it's with way less heat. But again, there's a downside to this method, too.
Un inconvénient, à savoir une capacité globale de la batterie légèrement inférieure.
But combined, when you draw the curves, you can...
Is everyone okay? Is everyone all right? Yeah, there's just demons in the machine. There's just demons. AI when it's forced to speak French. No! Oh, no. All right, next up. Okay, this one is so good. A woman on TikTok made a video on how she used a rotisserie chicken over several meals to show how eating healthy doesn't have to be expensive. And someone commented to say, not everyone has a bowl and a fork. All right, so here's the thing. Eating healthy is so expensive. I bought a whole rotisserie chicken for $10 and have been making meals off of it for a whole week. Arugula, chickpeas, chicken, Evo, balsamic. Easiest balanced meal ever. You have a working fridge to put the arugula in. You have a stove microwave to heat the chicken up. You have a bowl and fork to eat it. Not everybody has. Oh my God. I'm sorry. So I get being broke. I don't think I've ever been, I don't have a fork broke. Holy shit. I can't possibly afford a fork. I can only afford DoorDash. Oh my God. Ma'am, I am a walrus. You did not make your recipe preparable underwater. Let's go fund me this guy a fork. Oh man. I don't know. It's a type of comment that I just can't take. It's like this person's like, actually, a lot of the, you see this a lot with vegetarians too. They're like, a lot of the like, it's privileged to do anything other than exactly what I'm doing. And they'll be like, oh yeah? Well, some people don't have a stove. So we have to eat McDonald's all day. You know, there's no other option. Some people don't have a spoon. So they can't drink soup. They have to eat McDonald's all day. Oh, man. You can get a free fork at a restaurant if you're cheap enough. There have been times in my life when I've used the free condiments from restaurants. It's free! America is back, baby. All right, next up. Need everyone to see the ending to this guy's 40-minute Moana 2 review that was completely normal up to this moment. This one's so good.
But the worst progression of this theme of self is actually 2023's disaster piece, Wish. Yep, you knew I'd have to talk about this movie again. Asha believes in her heart that King Magnifico is in the wrong, and that she is in the right. And that is all she needs to wish for a revolution. The point of Wish is not to discover self to help others. There's no mystery where self is the answer. The theme is that self is the ultimate authority. Whatever you believe, you have the full right to go and do it, because whatever you think is right is correct, no matter what.
It's kind of a pedestrian take on this genre of movie. You know, it's obviously philosophically very easy. It's made for babies, right? So I don't know. I think this is kind of, it's just a frustrating concern. It just feels like nothing. Let's keep watching.
Throw away any reasons he may have had, however valid I think they might be. Heck, throw caution to every warning sign. Asha doesn't think his reasons are valid, so she can do whatever she likes. I know my Christian rant last video was your favorite part, so I'm sorry, this one won't be as long. I know, you loved it so much, what can I say? But as a Christian, I look at this and I know self won't satisfy, because the only thing that can is Jesus. That's why these loving endings feel more impactful. They're a mirror of how Jesus sacrificed himself for us out of his love. They imitate the greatest story ever told. It's a universal theme, but self feels like a cop-out answer, because I believe we can't save ourselves. The Bible is pretty clear about the heart, or following your heart. Something, the heart is deceitful above all else. And if you look at all these solutions, they keep straying further from love and closer to selfishness, which me personally, I don't care for.
Awesome. Awesome, dude. Oh, man. This is how demons get into you, actually. Yeah, if you watch the wrong YouTube videos. Oh, my God. What's the quote tweeting video? Yeah, okay.
I watched Nimona. I've talked a lot about Netflix's great animated movies recently, and you guys in the comments have been suggesting one movie more than any other. Nimona, a film about a shapeshifter who helps a wrongfully accused knight clear his name. I gotta say though,
Is it gonna be a homophobic reason?
I'm gonna skip on watching Nimona, and the reason why isn't gonna be popular, but it's because of the LGBT storyline. Let me explain before you cancel.
Go! Let me explain before you cancel me. Nah, dog, I think we heard it.
I don't like it when LGBT storylines or characters are put in children's media.
That's how I feel about the MBT stream.
For one, I don't think that's the kind of thing children need to be worried about, but secondly, I think parents should be the one to talk to their kids about sexual topics, not billion-dollar corporations. And when those billion-dollar corporations try, I don't want to be the guy to support them with my money or my channel. I didn't see Lightyear, Elemental, or Strange World in theaters.
Okay, it's just like... Obviously, it's crazy to have this opinion, but to have this opinion and be like, it's boxing me out of the fucking millionth of a second that there was a gay in Lightyear is like, okay, come on. What do you people want?
Partially because two of them looked horrible, but mostly because I don't want to support this kind of children's entertainment. I feel bad sometimes even suggesting kids content with LGBT messages, even if they're as minor as Onward or Gravity Falls. I know
Sure.
not everyone cares about this, but I also know there's others out there that feel the same way. I'm not gonna tell you to cancel or boycott these movies. Frankly, you can make your own choices about this kind of thing. But that's the reason why I personally will skip on Nimona. Hopefully you get where I'm coming from, because those are just my thoughts. What are yours? Tell me in the comments.
I bet the comment section of this was really good. The comment section was really good. Oh, man. Okay, next up. Well, it turns out one of the people who feels this way is Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg says he's scared to go to the movies after watching Lightyear with his grandson and seeing an LGBTQ couple. I didn't come for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Well, then watch it, bitch. What are you talking about? This was like one scene. Oh, my God. Snoop Dogg is problematic media? Oh, man. Snoop is a grandpa. He's like 65. He's an old-ass man. How old is Snoop Dogg, actually? There's no way he's 65. He's like 59, I'm saying right now. 59. I'm locking it in. 53. Wow, he's way younger than I thought. That's crazy. Oh, my God. Okay, next up. Okay, we got to talk about Tallow. So, Tallow is a restaurant that is unfortunately going under because of woke. All right. So they say, for the last 7 months, I've been doing all that I can to make this restaurant successful. Maybe our food isn't good, but we bring in about $50 to $125 per day being open for 7 to 8 hours. It's unsustainable, and I have my first child on the way. I poured every penny I have into this, thinking people would want a restaurant that serves everything made from scratch, including sauces, ketchup, etc. Avoiding seed oils, high fructose corn syrup, filters, preservatives, more, and still being affordable to today's standards. Well, unfortunately, you know, your toast, we've already acclimated the American palate to seed oils. That's part of the Jewish plot to control the white race. But secondly, would it surprise you to learn there might be another reason why this restaurant is failing? Okay, so here we go. This restaurant is inside a ShopRite. The sign above it doesn't say Tallow. You can see the Tallow is right underneath it. It is next to the grocery store's totally separate chicken section. The website also has a different name, not Tallow. Its closing hours are 7 p.m. They're open from 11:30 to just the start of dinner. Oh my God, is too good. 6 days a week. I don't know. They're complaining about like a restaurant that's gone through 15 name changes inside a grocery store that is not differentiated from the grocery store's chicken section at all. is called Permissibles on their website and is open pretty sporadically. It is cool to be like, yeah, to eat my tallow chicken, you have to answer my riddles 3 to gain entrance to the secret cavern. I love that they stacked the Pepsi up over it. They're like, eh. In the same parking lot, there is a Raising Cane's, a Popeyes, and a Wingstop. I don't know. Why is it not... Wait, why is it not going well? I don't understand. It's inside the shop, right? Wow. I mean, I gotta go there. Where is this? Oh, man. Where is the website? I have to go. Tallow Restaurant. No Sneed Oils. It is in Philly! Holy shit, wait. Gage. Wait, Philly's not super far from me. We could go. It's a food stall, and the entire menu is chicken and french fries. What? Minimum $12 for a chicken sandwich? No fries? Dude. Where? Wait. Where's the beef? Wait, the place is called Tallow, right? And there's no beef. Oh, man. We got to go to Tallow. I got to figure out a way to get Danny and me to Tallow before it closes. Oh, God, that's awesome. $8 for 2 tendies. That sounds good. Unfortunately, it's 8 p.m., so it's already closed. Damn, that's true. It's next to the Philly airport? Ooh. Ooh. When am I going to the... When am I going? Pittsburgh is November. I am Pittsburgh is in Philly, though. It's on the opposite side of the state. When's the next time I'm hopping on a plane? Oh, I'm going to RBT Chicago. Maybe I make the 2-hour drive to the Philly airport specifically to go here first. Meet and greet? Yeah, meet and greet at Tallow. Let's go. It is farther from Pittsburgh than I am. I need to buy a new ticket. Dyer, did you buy a ticket to Pittsburgh for the Philadelphia Regional? Oh my God. You were about to have a really fun time. Holy shit. All right, next up. We have some reviews from Tallow. No burgers, but you fry in beef tallow? Not even a simple hamburger? Do you not eat beef? Do you only eat chicken? Only a eats chicken exclusively. Hop on the thick, hearty, beefy burger train or your business is getting foreclosed. And when that happens, I'll fuck your wife. I'll feed her burgers while I do it. Oh, man. Awesome. Okay, that's a good one. Any seed oil options from Obama? And I'm gay from fuck. Nobody eats here because it smells bad and gives you heart disease. Switch to vegetable oil and maybe you get more customers. Just a thought. Grapeseed oil is yummy. Beef fat is gross and smelly. Yes, grapeseed oil from Grapeseed Oil Truther. Soybean oil tastes better because it tastes like nothing. Who wants to smell like beef fat? This comes from Soybean Oil Truther. Real men eat seed oils. Real men aren't afraid of vegetable oils. Fried food is not healthy. No amount of beef fat is going to make it healthy. If you wanted to sell healthy food, you wouldn't be selling food fried in beef fat. You'd be selling food that's healthy, not junk. You are a junk food monger. Stop selling people lies and heart disease. Just a thought. Oh, dude. I love this first one. This first one is so good. I'll fuck your wife and I'll feed her burgers while I do it. Oh, man. That's insane. All right, next up. This one's so good. We'll watch this this critical video maybe a little bit later. But
a huge drop in viewer numbers.
So he's talking about the fact that Twitch cracked down on view botters, and it's had a measurable impact on a lot of top streamers. Let's see who he talks about specifically.
A huge drop in viewer numbers.
Oh, Charlie, you're such a pussy. Just say the names. Just say who it is. Just say it. Just say the number went down. That doesn't mean that they did it. Just say the number. Like, why is he... Just do it. Is this the reason why people like him and hate me? It's because I'm the one that's the asshole?
Over the last couple days out of nowhere. Namely, OTK seems
what
to be
the fuck? Why would he say me?
Wait a minute!
I hate this guy.
That's how Farfa reacts to my videos. He throws in an I hate this guy. Oh my god. Okay, next hit. Okay, this is crazy. Truly I say to you, one of you will betray me. I've been on a Jesus kick recently. Went to go see a production of Jesus Christ Superstar. I've been thinking about Jesus a lot. Very interesting bugger. Very interesting young man. What a nice young man. But today I say of you, one of you will betray me. Who? Now you got to be thinking to yourself, what is this fruity guy doing here? This is from the Bible. When Jesus had said these things, he was troubled in spirit and testified and said, most assuredly I say to you, one of you will betray me. Then the disciples looked at one another, perplexed about whom he spoke. Now there was, leaning on Jesus' bosom, one of his disciples whom Jesus loved. Simon Peter therefore motioned him to ask who it was of whom he spoke. Then, leaning back on Jesus' breast, he said to him, Lord, who is it? What? Why'd he do that? I like even in this depiction, he's like, dude, what the fuck? Oh my god. He snuggled up and asked that. I mean, the apostles, I mean, they all were like, they were cuddly, you know? They were all sleeping together. They weren't like fucking, but they were all, it was a very romantic movement. You know how it is. All right, last one. This was crazy to me. Found the single worst aged Reddit post from the start of COVID. When I talk about how people on Reddit were like treat science like a religion, this is how. Am I the asshole for sending my son to school with a medical mask even after they demanded he removed it? I live in Buffalo and recently there was COVID. I told my kids to start wearing masks when they leave the house. We have some here as it's a common practice when the younger two get sick. I ordered cotton masks as not to purchase any more disposable ones. Yesterday my 10-year-old son was asked to remove his mask. He tried to refuse, but after threatening to send him to the principal, he complied. I was angry and told my son to continue to wear it. You're the asshole because the mask doesn't help protect your child and you're teaching him to be paranoid. You're the asshole. I don't know what mixed responses you found online, but medical masks make it less likely for infected to infect others. They do not protect people from viruses. So, exactly what the principal said. Tell your kids to wash their hands, avoid touching their faces, and be sanitary in general. You are the asshole. A mask is doing nothing for a 10-year-old. You're the asshole and being paranoid. First, there's no outbreak in Buffalo at all. Secondly, masks are ineffective. Third, children are not at high risk of getting coronavirus. It was crazy. Like, am I nuts? Like, so what happened was, for the first 2 weeks of COVID, they were like, do not wear masks. They don't improve your ability to repel the virus. And we need all the masks we can for people who are working in hospital situations. And so people immediately internalized it, and they started being real assholes to everyone who said anything else. And then they were like, just kidding, you do have to wear a mask. And it was like, what? I don't know, man. It was, there will be books written about it, of course, but I think back to COVID constantly, and I'm like, God, we bumbled the fuck out of that one. I can't believe how bad we did. Holy shit. It will go down in history as like one of our lowest moments. It's actually insane we made it out. Many didn't. Many didn't. And now every bisexual millennial has COVID. that's a Sean McElwee tweet. I don't actually think that. All right. Okay, let's talk about Gavin Newsom. So, doing a little bit of Blue Sky Freaks. Let me just tell you about the situation Blue Sky is currently in. Do you remember last week when we read the Gavin Newsom tweets and he was like doing epic dunks on Trump? And I was like, these are funny. These are funny little dunks. It is important that we all remember this guy is not allowed to be president. He's one of the worst people of all time. And pragmatically, it's not going to work either, right? He's totally unpopular among Democrats because he fucking hates trans people. He's the least popular candidate among Republicans, so any like moderate crossover appeal that they always appeal to is not going to exist. He's a libtard in charge of California, the state in the union that all these people hate. But for some reason, Blue Sky has spent all week telling people it's time to get in line. Gavin Newsom is going to be the next nominee for president. And to beat J.D. Vance, we need to rally behind him. So, two things here. One, it is 2025. The election isn't for 3 years. Two, I haven't seen a poll where he's a front runner. The sporadic polls that do exist put like Pete Buttigieg in there. I'm sorry, like we don't know who the front runner is going to be. Every one of the top Dems has a million reasons they can't be the nominee. Pete's never met a black person. AOC is an epic communist. Gavin Newsom spent 15 years being called Gruesome Newsom because he killed all those homeless people and for other reasons. But for some reason, all week on Blue Sky, it's been people going like, listen, you may not agree with him on anything, but it's so important that we prevent the Trump third term or the Vance presidency. I don't understand. Let me just read this one. It's interesting how aggressively Gavin Newsom is angling to be the nominee in 2028 because it's very clearly not going to happen. He will never be able to have a life as an elected official outside of California. Who does he think he is? Correct. The response, he's the front runner. You may not like him, but he's the LeBron of political athletes. What are you talking about? A lot of these resist accounts spread thinly veiled racism and transphobia. Watch out who you repost, correct? I'd recommend getting a handle on accounts that openly attack others just for supporting Newsom's approach to Trump. It's out of control. Did you see the Blue Sky safety for criticizing transphobia? I reported you for attacking me for supporting Newsom's attacks on Trump, which is unacceptable. It's bullying. This one. Gavin Newsom is trolling Trump at his own game. All caps post, beautiful rally. Move over, Trump. Gavin Newsom's playing your game. All caps, beautiful rally. Gavin Newsom's gone full Trump. All caps, beautiful rally. Gavin Newsom is beating Trump. What is going on here, man? Libbers all, bots. I do like, by the way, that they let you assign tags on Blue Sky. So this says AI avatar or banner. And this second one says Brianna Wu follower. Probably just as bad. I don't know. I guess I would say... nothing to me exemplifies the cuck mindset more than being like, we have to throw trans people to the wolves. There's no other way we can win 3 years before the election. They are coming into this fight ready to toss anyone aside they need to get what exactly? What is the benefit of having Gavin Newsom as president? He'll be younger? I just don't know. That's what you say to me in DMs, though? That's private. Gavin Newsom says what he means and means what he says. Fight fire with fire. Pictured Gavin Newsom setting fire to a homeless encampment. That's a good one. Mark Cuban is also on this dogshit app. Hypothetically, if complimenting Trump meant there would definitely be a 2026 election and the Dems would sweep Congress in a landslide, would you compliment Trump? Or is the thought so abhorrent you couldn't bring yourself to do it, even at the expense of staying the minority? Thanks, Mark. No, that's like, I guess I would in this hypothetical, but it bears no resemblance to reality. And also importantly, I compliment Trump all the time. He's very plugged in when it comes to his opinions on musical theater. What if the world was made of pudding? I mean, what can you say but that? This one, if given a choice between Hitler and a copy of Hitler, but he happens to not have an issue with the Romani, I'm going to vote for pro-Romani copy Hitler. Because if someone can get away, that's better than nothing. But I guess you'd let the Romani die too. What's the sense in that? Dude, this is like, it's so crazy that libs have been like, okay, the 99% Hitler analogy was too little. Now we are going to argue between two different 100% Hitlers, one of whom, you know, just is a little less angry at a specific race. It's so good, dude. The fabulous dancing Hitlers are back. Oh, man. This is how people on Blue Sky talk to you about Kamala Harris, by the way. They're like, why didn't you vote for the pro-Romani copy Hitler? Blue Sky is totally toast, by the way. It's been unusable for the past week. Worse than Twitter by a large margin. People just totally doing the, like, annoying K-Hive-style scolding of others for demanding that a president have principles 3 years away from an election. I don't know, man. And the other thing about Blue Sky that I can't take is the sports. For some reason, Blue Sky, when people are like, I enjoy sports, are like, oh, so you enjoy sports even when President Trump is ending democracy? Huh. It's just, I don't know, man. It's, I don't know what to say. Woof. Is the porn on Blue Sky good? The porn is really good. The porn's great. Thus ends Freax.